Hi there, Zamir from NerdTube. These are my thoughts and some spoilers of the Legends of Vox Machina, currently on Amazon Prime. I just finished watching season 1, and boy, did I have some fun. Now, I know nothing about Vox Machina. This show kind of reminded me of things like World of Warcraft and Dungeons and Dragons, because we have characters like dwarfs, gnomes, elves, shit like that. But still, I went into this not knowing a damn thing, and in a way that kind of helped me enjoy this more than I probably would have if I knew anything about this. Sometimes you can find something out and not know anything about it whilst you're going into it, and it becomes a really pleasant surprise, and this was definitely one of those shows. We have our motley group of mercenaries. They're on my left. It consists of, starting from the left here, Trickfoot, who is the healer of the group. Scanlan Shortholt, who is the resident I'll fuck anything in the group, because he just wants to fuck everything. He also has this guitar as well, and he has magical powers by singing shit that does stuff, conjures stuff up. We have the muscle of the group. His name, let me just quickly pull it up here, is Grog Strongjaw. Yes, he is definitely the muscle. He's almost invulnerable, and he's also a very sort of lovable sort of giant. He's almost like a gentle giant who does kick ass, because he does think for the needs of the best interest of the group, because he cares for them. In the middle here we have Percy DeRollo. Now, he's one of the more fucked up members of the group. He is probably one of the main focuses of this group throughout this entire show. He has a gun in his hand, as you can see, and boy, does he love pointing that fucking thing at everything and anything. He doesn't necessarily always kill everyone with it. He does shoot it, don't get me wrong, he does shoot it quite a fair bit, but he points it even more. Next to him is Vax'ildan. He's like the sort of stealthy infiltrator, assassin, pickpocket. No, sorry, I don't want to say pickpocket. Lock picker of the group. And next to him is his twin sister, Vex'ahlia, who's an archer. As you can tell, she's got a bow. And finally, we have Caliph, who's like, if you play World of Warcraft and you know what a druid is, she's kind of like that. She's able to control plant life and all that sort of bollocks. And she's also a little bit of a healer as well, in her own right. So, in this story, we have initially a story about a dragon that's causing a lot of problems in this kingdom. And these heroes have been killed. We see them get killed off at the very beginning. So the kingdom, or the king that is, then has to resolve to sort things out by using mercenaries like Vox Machina. That's what they call themselves. And yeah, they end up doing the job. I just want to cut to the chase. And that ended up being done really early as well during the course of these 12 episodes. So I was kind of surprised how quickly they dealt with the dragon. And there were some twists regarding the dragon, and I kind of knew that what those twists were, and I wasn't surprised by them, but nevertheless that never spoiled my enjoyment. If anything, I was just surprised that they were able to deal with the dragon story arc so fucking quickly. But then after that we find the main story arc, which is to do with Percy DeRollo and his history, as well as some other characters who you don't see on the screen next to me. A guy called Lord Silas and Lady Kima. They are like the two main antagonists of this show, and they do fucked up things. They've taken over this village as well, which Percy comes from, and yeah, they just basically live to be evil, and they love being evil, and they love being fucked up people. And so it's up to our group of mercenaries to resolve this issue as well. Considering it's Percy's issue, and they all stand by each other, they all have each other's back. Because it's Percy's issue, it becomes their issue. But Percy is by far from being like the perfect dude. He's got fucked up issues of his own. He's kind of possessed a little bit. It's to do with his gun as well. At times when he goes really deep, he ends up putting on a fucking sort of like a witch doctor type of mask, and he can come across as really menacing when, it's the next level of depth, and you think to yourself, damn, he's going to the dark side here. And there are moments where he's trying to fight those dark side urges as well. It's an internal battle that he's having. But yeah, that seems to be the main sort of story, and all our motley crew here are trying to resolve it. Our bad guys as well, they are very resourceful. They have a lot of tricks up their sleeves as well. So when you think that you've got them, they end up pulling something else, like another rabbit out of the hat, so to speak. They just kept doing that during the course of this show. Obviously, like most shows, as I said earlier, this is a spoiler review as well. They do get their comeuppance, but it does take up to 12 episodes for that to finally happen. And each episode itself is about 25 minutes long on average. So when you're watching an episode of this, it's bite size. You can get your fulfillment, and if you want to have a break, you can do. You don't have to like burn through 45 minutes to an hour of an episode. 25 minutes is long enough in my opinion, and 12 episodes is a decent amount. I do recommend Vox Machina if you like your animation to be adult orientated. You're gonna get it in this. This is not for kids. There's sex and nudity in here. There's lots of swear words in here, and there's violent, gory scenes in here as well. The whole fucking caboodle. So yeah, if you're over 18, watch this shit. If you like animation, watch this shit. This is the way to go. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would recommend this to anyone who ticks those boxes I mentioned earlier. So let me know what you think of Vox Machina. If you've seen it, The Legend of Vox Machina, that is. Did you like it as much as I did? I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a pleasant surprise, and I can't wait to see more. Not perfect, don't get me wrong. There are moments where you get that sort of like the humor in this. It can get very Americana-ish, and it gets a bit too much sometimes. I was like, please, this is not funny. You're just trying to make it funny without it being funny, and that pisses me off sometimes, but not too much for me to really have an issue with this show. I liked it more, way more than I had issues with it. But if that was one of my nitpicks, that would be it. But anyway, regardless of that, let me know what you think. I'm going to give this show a nice seal of approval. This is an 8 out of 10 from me. So don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of it, or do you plan on seeing it? Do you agree with me, disagree? I want to know. And also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube. Excuse me, the greatest YouTube channel you never heard of. Take care. Bye bye.